Hello and welcome to another lion-filled installment in the Movie Match Reviews on YouTube. Today's movie is the somewhat third. They lampooned it in the trailer but so Lion King 1.5. Now, you could make the argument that with this one, since the first was Hamlet, the second was Romeo and Juliet, this one could be whatever those two characters' names are in Hamlet. They did a movie about them, and it was like what they were doing and what they were up to prior to when they were introduced in Hamlet. The Lion King 1.5, as they so eloquently call it, kind of fills in, kind of quote unquote serves the same function. So what's the movie about? Well, we learn here that Timon grew up in a meerkat colony who did tunnels, and he feels like he's an outcast. So one day he gets the chance to prove himself as a sentry for the hyenas. Well, once you know it, it goes wrong, so he has to go out and find his own way. And along the way he meets Pumbaa, and from what follows is sort of a series of vignettes, and it's supposed to lead into them meeting Simba. And along the way there's little vignettes of them actually watching the movie in the theater, in a home theater, and commenting on it like in Mystery Science Theater 3000 style. So, does it work? Kinda, sorta. Again, like I said in my review for The Lion King 2, is that Timon's arc is kind of really generic, right? Outcast, gets a chance to prove himself, goes wrong, and it's like, so he has to leave and find himself before he can come back again. But they twist it up where he doesn't really rejoin his colony per se. It's more like the ending implies that he moves his colony to him. Pumbaa doesn't really have an arc per se, and with that as much, you can just call this the Timon movie or something like that. That is like, okay, so what did I like about this? Well, some of the jokes were funny. They added in on Simba's life with Timon and Pumbaa. That was a good touch. But the problem was a lot of the stuff was kind of really just filler. Like I get where they're going, but you're padding it out in a way that it's almost like it's not really detrimental to the overall story. And when it does bleed into the original movie, which it's supposed to, because again, like I said, they're building up to where they meet young Simba in the desert in the original movie, and we don't know what they were doing off screen. Screen. So, and it's like, and the newcomers were okay. What, Timon's mother, there was fine. Uncle Max, again, the stereotypical mean relative with a heart of gold. Gold, and all. There really isn't not much of anything to kind of say, and again, like I said, it doesn't really add anything to the original, but I think it's not. It's like, I kind of really think that it's not really supposed to again with the Lion King franchise drawing heavily from Shakespeare in general, it's supposed to be their version of the two characters that they were based off of in Hamlet. And again, like I said at the top, they had their own movie where it's supposed to broad stroke the gaps before we met them in the play with Here It's Timon and Pumbaa, and it's a good fun. It's like, funny attempt to kind of bridge the gap between what they were doing and when we meet them in the original. So it's not bad. It's like, it's a good, harmless little kids film. I read somewhere that this was actually supposed to go to theaters, but they canned the release after the first two attempts at putting of the sequels to theaters, like Return to Neverland and Jungle Book 2, flopped. It's like, I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but like I said, it's a good harmless little kid flick. So that was The Lion King 1.5. You can check the channel for my previous stuff, and the next review will be The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So that's Movie Matt signing off.